So here we are on the back of my four-wheel drive rolling toolbox, and I'm at my workbench. Do some of my best work on the back of a truck. Um, I wanted to give you a demonstration of what this thing that I devised is. It's called a Nifty-Lift, and it's extremely simple. It was built back, well, they used to build the pyramids with, if you will. But one of the things the Egyptians didn't have is this line, and this line basically makes it so that it could be miniaturized. So instead of big huge blocks and tackle and rope this big around and all that kind of stuff, I went to some high-tech cord that has a mil spec of an 1,800-pound brake strength. Uh, Literally, I can pick up a V8 Chevy motor with it, one strand. And in comparison to your basic 550 mil spec cord, that broke. So what I did is I wanted to be able to move heavier objects than I can pick up by myself, and I wanted something that wouldn't rust, kind of like the stuff that you can buy down at some of the chain stores, if you will. And I mean, they're all nice and dandy, and let's see, I've got a couple of them here, the ratchet straps and all that kind of stuff. I've probably got about 35 of them in the back of this truck, because what happens is you go and you get them home, use them, forget to put them anywhere that's in out of the weather, and the next thing you know, they're all rusted. So it's a real pain in the neck. So I'm constantly moving things, because that's part of my lifestyle, is I'm always doing something. So I got to the point where I said, if I could miniaturize a block and tackle and make it work to my advantage, I wouldn't have to put up with all these other clowns aggravating me, and I could be myself. So that's where I am, and I kind of like it. So I came up with this thing. I called it a Nifty-Lift because it's a nifty little device. I use a thing like a bowline knot, which has been around for centuries and works just great. I mean, we could go out and get it all nice and fancy, but I like the KISS principle. It's all made out of aluminum. Bearings, so that we could cut down on the friction, because that was one of the major reasons that we needed to be able to miniaturize it. And a couple of bearings, some spacers, and you've got a nice simple little tool that does what it's supposed to do. Gives you the opportunity to move heavy objects by yourself. Put it together. Put a spacer in so that the bearing doesn't rub against the outside bearing. Another spacer so it doesn't rub against the other bearing. The other bearing. The outside spacer. This is pretty important. This is a piece of a space-age polymer, if you will. It's called Delrin, and what it does is it keeps the ropes from slipping across each other and locking up while you're using the Nifty-Lift. All of that, and I usually put the lanyard on now, sandwiches together in such a way that when you add the cap screws on the outside, got to put it on right though. So now you got it all sandwiched together. Cap screw, bearing screw. Nice simple little device made out of stainless steel and aluminum. So could it rust? Probably not. The bearings could get wet. They could get dirt in them. So, and the bearings are replaceable easily. So far I haven't been able to break these, and I've picked up the front end of a tractor with it. You know, it's just solid. And if you buy one of these, you'll get the instructions on how to do this, but you just thread the line through it. And I use something like a paper clip, or in this particular case I have an awl, and you slide the cord through, bring it out, do that 4 more times, and then tie this sheave to this one, and now you're ready to go. So I'll put this on pause right now for you, and we'll go from there.